Let me make something simple that the financial world loves to make more complicated. There is so much noise out there about retirement. And maybe there should be, but I want to back into these like big, scary, round numbers. You know what I'm talking about. You need $2 million. You need 8 times your salary. You need 10. Whatever it is that you hear. Please forget all of that for just a minute. Every one of those numbers is a stranger guessing about your life, because here's the only question that actually matters. Does your income cover your life without a paycheck? That's it. That's the whole game. That's the retirement plan. Let us show you how to check on that right now. I'll give you 3 steps. Step 1, add up what your life actually costs. Not the fancy version, not the budget you wish you had. That's a big one for people, right? The real one. What is it actually costing you every month? Your house, your food, your cars, gas and groceries, the grandkids, the trips you take, the trips you want to take. Let's add that all up. That is your number. And I'll tell you, most people have never once written it down. They've worked for 40 years and never put their own life on paper. Or if you have, you're probably saying those people are crazy. Then I would say, when's the last time you updated it? And are you tracking it? Okay, that is part 1 of a financial retirement income plan. Step 2, add up your guaranteed income. Let's add in your pension if you have one, if it makes sense to take that monthly payment. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it makes sense to take the lump sum, which we'll get to. We need to add in Social Security or anything else that shows up every month, no matter what the stock market does that day. That total, that is your floor. The income you can count on, whether the market's up or down, rain or shine, right? Okay, so that's our floor. Step 3, let's look at the gap if there is one. Let's line them up. What does your life cost? What is your guaranteed income? If your guaranteed income already covers your life, you are in a stronger position than 90% of other people, right? And that's not what we're trying to get to. We want to cover your life, but a lot of people like to compare their retirement plan to others. But at that point in the conversation is not, can I survive? It's, how do I make the most of this? Most people, there is a gap. The income covers part of it, but not all of it. And that's okay. That's totally normal, because that's exactly what your savings are for. The real question becomes, can your 401k and your investments fill that gap safely for 30 or 40 years? And part of this is where that pension decision matters so much. If we pick the wrong option and you shrink your floor for the rest of your life, if you pick the right option, you can build yourself a paycheck that never quits. And we're going to have a different video on pros and cons of a pension option. But questions here might be, will you work somewhere else? If you do that, we might count that as income for guaranteed purposes. Is it part-time? Is it full-time? One that folks usually don't want to talk about, but it is just reality, is, will you receive any sort of inheritance? Even if you don't need it, how can we accept that efficiently as part of your plan? And how will that inheritance help or hurt you? Okay. And one thing that a lot of people almost always miss is it's not the size of the pile of the money, right? It's about the things that are working together. And I talk about this a lot. It's not just the investment performance, and it's not just the dollar amount. We need income that lasts. We need taxes that don't quietly eat you alive. We need a plan for those years before Medicare if you go early. And we need a map and a plan for you leaving money behind if that's what you want to do. If you get those right, and the do you have enough question stops being a fear that wakes you up at night, it becomes a fact that you can see on paper. And a lot of people love that. It's that, I'm not even allowed to say this compliantly, but this is my disclaimer, not allowed to say that you're having peace of mind and confidence, but that's what it offers. So my take, by the way, after seeing thousands of plans, is if I'm speaking directly to you, you have spent 30 plus years keeping the lights on for everybody, your house, whoever it might be, right? You, of all people, should not have to guess about your own future. You deserve it clearly on paper before you make the biggest financial decision of your life, and that's walking away from probably your highest income earning years, as we know. So let's not wait until the last day to find out if the numbers work. Find out now. I usually say if you haven't done this yet, 5 to 10 years out from retirement is perfect. You still have time. You have every option open to you. Do it before it's too late. The reaching out part is simple. You text us, email us, book a time in the link below. We will help you find your number, as will any good advisor. What your life costs, what your income covers, and whether you're closer than you think, and how do we fill in that gap, okay? You're probably more ready than you realize, and we want to make sure that you're sleeping well at night. Call it there. Think about that. Make it a great day.
Content here is for illustrative purposes and general information only. It is not legal, tax, or individualized financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any specific security or engage in any specific trading strategy. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Results will vary. Past performance is no indication of future results or success. Market conditions change continuously. Information here is provided in part by third-party sources. These sources are generally deemed to be reliable. However, neither 6 Point Financial Partners, Private Client Services, nor RFG Advisory guarantee the accuracy of third-party sources. The views expressed here are those of 6 Point Financial Partners. They do not necessarily represent those of Private Client Services, RFG Advisory, their employees, or their clients. This commentary should not be regarded as a description of advisory services provided by 6 Point Financial Partners or RFG Advisory, or performance returns of any client. The views reflected in the commentary are subject to change at any time without notice. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered by investment advisory representatives of RFG Advisory LLC, RFG Advisory, or RFG. A registered investment advisor. Private Client Services, 6 Point Financial Partners, and RFG Advisory are unaffiliated entities. Advisory services are only offered to clients or prospective clients where RFG Advisory and its representatives are properly licensed or exempt from licensure. No advisory services may be rendered by RFG Advisory unless a client agreement is in place.